So the first move you've got in Pinan and Nidan then, I know your style's slightly different to ours, but the way I start it off, the left leg goes out, hands come across and it comes down. Some come up, I know your style is just straight into hip, isn't it? Which we do next anyway. So the first motion you've got then, the arms come round and down. So the first piece of pair work I'll teach you this is there's an obstruction here. So as we step in, the movement's at the start, so you turn sideways. I grab the hand, I'm stepping in, and the elbow coming down goes into the shoulder. Now, we ain't got mats down, so it's up to you if you wanted to take down or not, but from there we just push. So this one's coming back to the hip, and that one pushes. And they drop. Give me a kick, walk off. That's the first part. And again, obviously, so this is the arm, it's the same on the other side. So you can grab this hand however you want, parry and catch, reach up and grab, whatever. Step in, assume the stance, and the heel up, which points the knee up to stop his leg from coming over you. So if the elbow goes into the shoulder, you just push back. Keep control, that's fine. Obviously, if your partner doesn't want to go down, that's fine, just stay standing, start again. Is that alright to start off with? Mm. Cool, we'll play that then we'll throw it on to the next one and the next one. Yeah. Okay, like that then, just jump on to the next bit. I will probably do it because you've done this on Tuesday, isn't it? Okay, I'll show you the next pair work first, but we won't do that on its own, we'll just get the flow drill going. So the pair work itself is the arm comes up, so I'll take it, I'll punch. Let's see, obviously, you punch from this first move because here, and you've got 180 degrees turn to here. Okay? So what I'm doing is, I'm grabbing this hand, I'm punching. This one then, on the preparation for the turn and the gate angle, I just hit around the back of my head, and I grab whatever I can. For practice it's the chin, but ideally just whatever. Back foot comes across, then we spin. And again, the pair work you take them down. If he doesn't want to go down to the mats, that's fine. Just do that side. So again, you take control of the wrist, pull him and punch. Hit round the back of the head, grab the chin, and pull. So the way we're going to link that onto the first one, the arm, that arm's presented. So you come in, there's my elbow. It hasn't gone right. Obviously, if it goes right, he falls down and the drill can't flow. So it hasn't gone right, and he steps back. So as he steps back, I'll just let him have his hand, and then I'll just carry on with what I did just. So you grab the wrist, punch, hit round the back of the head, grab the chin, and pull round. Again, if your partner doesn't want to fall, just let them spin out of it and that sets up the next one. If they don't mind going down, then do the takedown and probably take them. Okay, so one more time, do it on that side. So, get control, elbow in, the takedown hasn't worked, so I'll grab the nearest hand to them. Step in, punch, punching hand, hit into the back of the head, grab whatever I can, step back and pull it around. Is that okay? Okay, so I'll play that then. I'll use you all the time because you've done it. Again, I'll show you the piece of paper that we do first, then we'll link it up. So first off, once you've got the punch, you've got that 180 degree turn, the hand then comes back for the tetsu with the punch, which is this little section we're looking at. The partner's going to have two arms up. We've learned, obviously on the drill last time, we learned we could move one arm at a time. So this is the first bit of pair work we do where we move in two. So depending which way you want to go, because the camera's there like this way. So I'm going to step back on my right foot, the foot that I step back on, that hand's going to use the Kata and pull it in. The other hand's going to do the gate down the right and throw the arm away. So I'm going to pull back here and spin there. That being that first bit. The foot then pulls back and you've got the tetsui. So to stop me from getting hit with that hand, I'll come back and this one comes up and over and I'll take it. I'll then go for a punch. So following the punch then you've got 90 degree turning gate down the right again. So what I do is I put the elbow on his jaw, push the head around, spin in, and with the pair work, just plant him on my knee. Okay? So one more time for that, and I'll show you how to link it in. So you step back, pull and push. Again, draw the foot back as the arm comes across. If I don't draw the foot back, I'm going to get slapped in the head. Okay? So you've got to bring the foot back, which gets my body out of the leg, and then that moves. I grab the wrist, step in, punch. The elbow then comes into the jaw, or just under the ear. Keep my forearm on his jaw then so I can turn the head around. If it's any higher than that or any lower than that, it doesn't tend to work as well. So forearm on the jaw so it turns the head, and as the body comes around, you just plant on your knee. Okay? So this is how we're going to link it into what we've just done. So you've got the arm up, there's your first piece, he steps back. Do the second one, come around the back of the head and spin. He'll stay up, he spins and he comes in for a push. So moving straight into that technique. So I'm pulling one hand and push the other, I'll come under and move it. Punch, elbow under the ear, push the head away and turn. Again, if he doesn't want to drop, he can spin out of that, which will set up for the next one anyway. So one more time, so that's your first bit, he steps through, There's the second, he spins out a bit, then comes in with a push. So I'm going to move back, take one arm, push the other away, pull it across, punch, elbow to the jaw, and then finish the down right off by turning this way and planting it on my knee. Or if it doesn't let me down, just let me spin out a bit. Is that alright? Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that then. Thank you. Cool.
Get back here.
Number 4 is really easy, so I won't even do the individual beat, you should pick it up straight away. So we go back from the third one, so you've gone up to the push. So he does the push. 1, 2, 3, elbow. He's going to spin out a bit as we come around, and all he does then is grab. So once he's grabbed, if it's on the same side, I pin the hand. This one's going to cover my head so no shots coming in. But then I'm then going to shuffle back, which pulls him forward and puts that shoulder away from me. Hit in and lift up, which is just doing upper level receipts. So again, we've got the first few bits. It comes in with a push, so you drop it, you come through, hit, it spins round that and then does a grab. So it's the same side, I pin it, I just pull away. Obviously if I've got this foot forward, I'll do a full step. Yes, it's all in the same way. This hand's going to cover my head so no shots come in, I then hit into the elbow and come back up to the neck. And that's it for now. So that's kind of pair works 1, 2, 3 and 4. So all the way through, from the beginning. So you're going to come in here, 1, 2, he spins out of it, he does the push, which you check, he then spins out of this one, does the grab, stop in it, hit it and come on. Is that okay?
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you. Okay, right. Should we go on to number 5 then? Again, I'll show you the piece of pair work first. It's an obviously easy one. It's just once you've got the 3 up level receipts, you turn either 90 degrees or 45, go down the right, and then the punch. So that's all it is. We're just going to add that on to the end. So the initial pair work itself, again, the way I do it in my dough was at 45 degrees. So step, turn 45 degrees, bar the arm, grab it in. So we're just going to add that on to the end of what we just done. So if we go to number 4, so we just finished on, a grab, I hit down and hit back. And if the arm comes off, great. What I need to do then is move this one under, do a little bit of a switch there, get to the angle and punch. If the arm doesn't come loose, I've hit him here, it's just 2 hands and it's a smash to get it off. Simple as that. So it depends on how nice your partner wants to be really. And then again, same thing, step back. The hand that's in front of you comes under their arm, pulls it across so I can step in, and then I get the arm bar on, grab and punch. It's a pretty straightforward one. So we go through it all the way through. So from the beginning, so carry it through, punch, he spins out the first attempt to take down. He goes for a push, which we move. Goes for the second one, which just spin around and grab. So I step back, hit. His arm hasn't come off, so I just rip it off. And then all I do from there is, one, keep in control, is flip his arm up, get to my 45, or if shot can 90 degree angle, grab the shoulder, step through and punch.
Okay.
Is that okay? Brilliant. It's pretty easy to get from one to another really. Okay. Cheers. So again, the way you end is different in certain styles. So what we're going to do for the drill is once you've got your gate angle and your punch, you then come down the centre, 3 straight punches. Following that, back foot comes across and something like this, in wide anyway. So that's what we'll do to start with, and then we'll show you the variations to finish it off at the end. So the pair work in itself is your partner comes in with a push, I move out of the way, I step in, then I do the big spin, put in one hand will do that to the wrist start getting down. But obviously for the drill he won't fall. So we'll go from number 5 straight to number 6. So it comes in, so bump here, bang, got the punch. So to get that wrist lock throw in, this foot's going to step back just so we can't reach under and grab it or kick it out or anything. As I step back, my punching hand's going to grab his wrist. This one then's going to slide down as well. I then bring his foot behind as I rotate his wrist round, pulling him on and turning him around. So obviously if you want to do that, that's where drill is finished, just snap it and go. But for the drill to carry on, he's going to stay standing. So you're going to come in, so you've got all the drill up to this point here, then step back, grab the wrist, this one comes under, turn it, this foot's going to come back and across, and you swing around. And there. So all the way through, we've got this first one, second one, comes in with a push, that's 3, grabs, 4, break that off. There's 5, so we step back, grab the wrist, slide it through, step back and spin. Then we'll leave it there and then finish off with number 7 to finish it off to low. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to say that last bit one more time? Are you alright?
One more time.
One more time.
Never heard.
So, from the arm bar and punch, front foot's going to step back, the punching hand's going to grab the wrist. We're just snatching it so we can't get it back. This hand then slides through as well. Then we do a turn of the wrist as we step back and spin around. So you've got kind of like a lock on there and a lock on there as well. So obviously the quicker you go, the faster he's going to spin and fall off. Okay? Cool, thank you. Okay, right, we'll finish it off then.
What? On your face?
Okay, so from number 6 then, if he just does the pull. So we've got the wrist lock, obviously he's not going to fall, otherwise the drill can't carry on. Do the speed, he stays up and just for a sec. But again, the way I finishes it, you're at 45 degrees, one hand hooks under, we go 1 step through, and we've got other styles that we discussed, doing a high shooter or a low shooter. So you can put both in. So once you've got the spinning, what I'm going to do first off is go to the 45 degree angle. So you spin this way. Same as what we did for number 5, you're going to step, this hand's going to control, but you're going to do an arm bar, flat arm bar rather than your forearm this time, okay? Now again, for the way Wado does it, it's a straight strike out. So you're going to step behind, this hand will go small at the back, the other one just strikes through, it's into the throat and down, which again should finish them off. For you guys at the different ending, once you're here, you can step through and just chop to the back of the head. Or if you wanted to, when you're doing the high shooter, you could use your elbow to hit instead, just different angle. So you can play with all of them if you want. So we just go this way. So we go for the spin. Ooh, it hasn't worked. So I get to my 45 degree angle to the flat hand arm bar rather than the forearm. And then step through. The hand that's on the elbow goes to the bottom of the back. This one comes into the throat and I push back. And the only reason I'm controlling the back here is because if I don't, you can walk around it a little bit. If I've got control of this, it's just going to fall straight down. So I'm kind of stop while driving. Okay? So, one more time. Got the wrist spin. Move to the 45 degree angle. Arm bar, control the back, step in and through. Or again, for you guys, once you've got that, just keep that control, chop in or elbow in. Is that okay? Yes. So the whole thing all the way through goes 1, 2. There's the push. Elbow, spin. Grab. 6, it doesn't go down, so take that angle. Okay, is that alright? So you have to go like that then. Okay, cool. And that's Pinan, Nidan here.